So you might be asking yourself, what really is a podcast? Or maybe you're not. But anyway, this article I wrote back in May of 2025. I figured I'd turn it into a podcast episode. Why not? So let me attempt to read this without sounding like I'm reading this. What is called a podcast has sparked more debate in our community than mic choices or interview styles. There's a lot of confusion, even controversy around this seemingly simple question. And if you've been in the podcasting game for any amount of time, you've likely heard a dozen different definitions. According to whatsapodcast.com, go check that out, a podcast is a noun. It's an episodic multimedia content that is downloadable via RSS, which stands for really simple syndication. And a podcast can be audio or video. And yes, this is technically correct, but let's get real. It doesn't really explain what a podcast is in the way that matters to us creators. So podcasting is a distribution method, not just a show. At its core, a podcast is a show distributed via podcasting technology, namely RSS feeds. That's it. The magic isn't in the audio file or the video format. It's in how it gets to your audience. A podcast isn't just a genre of content. It's a method of delivery. That's a crucial distinction we, as creators, need to understand, even if our audiences don't. Listeners, or viewers if it's video, might never think twice about RSS. They might not even know it exists. But we should. RSS is the backbone of podcasting. It allows for decentralized distribution, meaning no single company owns or controls where or how your content is accessed. That's not a bug. That's a feature. So why isn't YouTube a podcast? And that's okay. There's a common argument. If I post my show on YouTube, it's a podcast, right? Well, not quite. A video uploaded to YouTube is a video. You might also be running a podcast that features the same content, but unless it's distributed via RSS, it's not technically a podcast. It's just another method of media distribution, and there's nothing wrong with that. There are many ways to distribute a show. TV or radio broadcast, YouTube or other video platforms, embedded audio on a website, live streaming, and podcasting via RSS. The important thing to understand is what makes something a podcast. RSS-powered syndication that lets people subscribe or follow and receive new episodes automatically on their preferred app without being tied to any one platform. So why does this matter to us independent creators? You might ask, who cares if my content is called a podcast or not? Well, as an independent creator, you should care, at least a little. RSS keeps podcasting open and democratic. It also allows your show to appear on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Overcast, and hundreds of other directories, all without being locked into a single ecosystem. When your content lives only on one platform, you're at the mercy of that platform's algorithm, terms of service, and monetization policies. With podcasting, you own your feed, and that's powerful. Use podcasting as just one tool of your creator toolkit. Here's the good news. You don't have to choose just one path. You can distribute your content however you like. Record a live show? Great. Turn that into a podcast. Record a video for YouTube, strip the audio, and publish that as a podcast. Do a podcast, add video, and stream it live. Repurpose your content across channels. Just understand the distinction. Podcasting is just one way to reach your audience, but it's the way that gives you the most freedom, control, and ownership. And that's why it's worth preserving the true meaning of what a podcast is. A podcast isn't defined by whether it's audio or video, entertaining, educational, or just plain stupid. It's defined by how it's distributed via RSS. Understanding that gives you more power as a content creator, not less. Keep creating, keep sharing, and most importantly, keep owning your feed. Happy podcasting. Okay, if you've stuck with me long enough trying to read that, hopefully I can edit that into something that sounds smart, and you will have already heard it. So catch me next time.